YouTube, what's going on? It's professional Madden player T Davis, and today we're breaking down the Houston Texans money plays. We're going over 5 money plays in the Texans playbook. As you guys know here on the channel, we're breaking down 5 money plays from all 32 NFL team playbooks. We're almost about halfway through. Today we're on the Texans. Next one coming up is the Indianapolis Colts. So it's been a lot of fun, man. It's been a grind. I appreciate all you guys' support. I think this has been really popular on the channel. You know, a lot of you guys have really liked it. So if you guys do like this and you want to see more playbooks, more tips, ebooks, pro player gameplays, make sure to subscribe here to the channel. Like this video, please. It really helps me out in the algorithm for YouTube to help me get my channel out there more, which only allows me to bring more uploads for you guys, to bring the best content I can to help you guys improve when it comes to Madden and competitive Madden. And also check out my ebook available. It's been highly successful. My multiple defensive playbook. We go over run defense, pass defense, blitzing, how to build a scheme on defense. It's over 80 minutes worth, so it's really going to help you improve as a defensive player. Also have coaching sessions available if you want to improve on offense, defense, game management, whatever the case may be. We have 30-minute and 60-minute sessions available. So all this stuff you can find in the links in the description below. Make sure you check all that stuff out. Stream on Twitch as well. So you can see all my social media handles, all that stuff down below. So check that stuff out. But I appreciate you guys' support, man. That's really it for the intro. Let's get into the 5 money plays out of the Texas playbook. This playbook has been good the last few years. I really like some of their shotguns that they do have. So break it all down. Let's get into the video, guys. Let's go. Alright, YouTube, what's going on? Today we're breaking down the Houston Texans offensive playbook. We're going over 5 money plays in the Texans playbook. We're going to start off with the single back deuce close formation. This formation has been good for so many years now in competitive Madden. It has a lot of things we can go to. You can utilize the halfback wham, halfback stretch. It has plays like bench, PA boot slide. So it has a lot of different stuff. You can be very balanced within this formation. Play I want to break down is PA drag wheel, and we're going to be able to beat man and zone. It's going to be a good passing play to mix in with these run plays. Our money route is really that crossing route. Let me get a little space here and move the ball back. But our money route is going to be that crossing route, as you'll see from the B receiver there. So Fuller on that deep crosser, absolute money. Now you can kind of do whatever you want with the other guys. Now you can do a little bench concept like this. We can go double tight ends on little baby out routes. Those are going to be good. They're going to get underneath clouds and purple zones, so be able to check down to those. So that's one setup. The other setup I like to do is kind of just something like this, where we have a halfback wheel flat combo going to that wide side. It's going to be really effective versus zone, and it's going to really stress the user because they're going to have to come down on the wheel, or they're going to have to wait for the crossing route, and then we have a high-low with the crosser and the out route. So it's probably my main setup, especially versus a coverage type defense. So let's go ahead and take a look and run it. And as you can see there, the crossing route getting wide open. I got hit as I threw it, so I didn't get a good pass off. Well, let's try that one more time. Set up just like that. Go ahead and hike it. So here we have a man-to-man, but you see that crossing route still going to beat man-to-man, especially if you have good route running, good speed, as we do in that Will Fuller position. One more time here. Now, for something like this, I would probably audible down to a run, but we will go ahead and continue with our setup. Wait for that crosser. Oh, we got sacked. But you see B. Look at B running naked down the sidelines right there. So if they start to blitz you, then obviously in that situation you could start to block these guys. You can max protect. Just do a little out route right there with B. So then you have your tight end on the right and the running back blocking if you need that max protection. But right there you see again the crossing route getting open. And man, who is this? Justin Houston coming to get me? I get no time out here. And the sheds in practice were just insane. So let's try it one more time. I'm going to roll out, and there you see the crosser getting wide open to the sideline. So you have this money pass play. Then we can go to something like bench, like I said, which is a really good quick pass play. It's a good flood concept for zone, so you can go to that. You can also go to the wham right up the middle. You get the little auto motion, which has been good for the last few years. And then we also have stretch. And the beautiful thing about the stretch is we can kind of flick it to the left or the right. So it's a balanced formation. So wherever you see the numbers on, in this situation, I would take it to the left side. And you should have the numbers out there. You follow your blocks. You get out wide for potentially a big play. So you can create a nice little main scheme within this single back deuce close formation. Next play we're going to look at, and we're going to break 2 plays down here out of the gun bunch. But the play is going to be Texan Trail, and I broke this play down in another one of my money play schemes because this play is so effective. It's going to be able to beat man and zone. We're going to come out versus a random play. Now, if you see man, which I believe this looks like man-to-man, I like to just keep the play stock. I like to have the tight end trail route as well as the drag and the route from B. All 3 of those routes are going to beat man-to-man, and then Cooks on the outside. If you do have elite route running, he can beat man. He'll also get open versus any deep outside zone. So all the routes on this play are going to be super effective. As you can see here, look at that post route getting wide open from Will Foley. Torches his man. It's going to be a nice play to get between zones as well. So we'll go ahead and run this setup one more time. You can also low ball this tight end angle route. It's really effective. Gets underneath zones, and like I said, it's going to destroy man to man. Take a look at that setup one more time here. As you can see, we have a high-low. We can hit that drag for the check down over there on the left side. Now, the other setup I like to do, and I've talked about it a million times on the channel, but this year, tight end flat routes are super effective, especially versus zone if they don't have hard flats. So a lot of times, I like to put my tight end on that little baby flat route, kind of get out there to them. If they don't have hard flats, it's an automatic 5 to 10 yards every time in the flats. Go ahead and run it one more time here, putting that tight end on the flat route. As you can see there, he bites on the flat route. We're able to hit the post behind him for a big play. So this play is absolute money versus any coverage in the game. Let's jump into the next gun bunch play. Next gun bunch play we want to look at is post cross. And this play was absolute money back in Madden 20. It's just so good because it's one of the most simple plays in the game. You know, you can quick hike this. Those 3 routes are absolute money. So you don't really need to make a lot of hot routes on the play. It's going to beat man and zone. One thing you can do is just kind of put the tight end in a little flat route like that. Come out and quick hike it. As you see, we kind of wait. Boom, we have that crossing route wide open. So we have the drag crosser combo. So we have a high-low read there where it really stresses the user. We also have that post behind it with Cooks. He can beat man-to-man over the top. So once again, we put the tight end on a flat route. We can check down to the drag right there. So really, you can just kind of hurry to the line, quick snap this pretty much all day long. So that's the easiest setup. Is just come out, quick snap it, put the tight end on a flat if you want. Now the next setup is I like to put the tight end on that flat again, and then I'll motion the slot receiver over on a slant route like this. So we're gonna have a high-low read with this motion slant as well as the crosser. Those motion slants, you can kind of lowball those. They're always gonna get in front of any type of zones. Do that one more time there. Let's see if we can get a better throw. But they're always gonna get kind of in front of hook curls and vert hooks unless they set their zone depth sliders really low. But as you can see there, those motion slants are absolute money versus zone. Then we have the crossing route behind it. Now, one other thing you can do is just have a dual drag situation. So you motion over the slot receiver on a drag. We have double drags underneath for a check down, as well as the crosser behind it. As you can see there, we wait for our crosser to get to the sidelines for a big play. So a bunch of different ways you can set up this post-cross play, but definitely get this play in your offense if you run the Texans playbook because it is absolute money. Next play we're going to look at is HB angle, and I really like this versus man-to-man coverage. So let's come out versus a man-to-man look. We're going to cover 2-man. Now, our money routes on this play are going to be B, A, and the running back on the angle route. We have that fade, so sometimes if you have an elite speed guy out there like Cooks or Tyreek, you'll be able to beat him over the top with that fade. Cobb out there on a little whip route. You can kind of do whatever you want with him, put him on a flat. You can keep him on the whip, use some motion to maybe get him off the line. But really, the money routes are going to be B, A, and the running back because all those 3 routes are going to torch man-to-man coverage. So let's take a look at it. As you can see here, Will Fuller right on the cut. Boom, those out routes this year, absolute money versus man-to-man. So as you can see, he just torches. Usually you'll have a slot DB or a linebacker manned up on him. You can just kind of right on the cut, boom, throw it. Automatic 10 yards right on the cut. So it's kind of a timing route. Make sure you anticipate the cut, and then right when he cuts, boom, hit that right there. Throw it, absolute money. Possession catch it majority of the time because with the possession catch, it's going to be very difficult for the defender to pick it or make a play on it. The halfback angle route. These halfback angle routes are absolute money versus man-to-man coverage. They're good versus zone too because you can lowball them. They'll get underneath the zones. But really, if you play a lot of man-to-man, that's why you see so many pros using that backfield master in mud with Reggie Bush because you're able to put them on an angle route, and those angle routes just absolutely torch man-to-man. So we'll look at it one more time here. As you can see, around the cut, boom, he just burns the linebacker by about 5 yards. We're able to click on. It's one of the easiest completions you can do. So make sure you guys get those angle routes in your offense. Final play we're going to look at in this 5-play money scheme from the Houston Texans playbook is going to be a 2-play little scheme here. It's the bubble screen out of the gun MTY slot as well as the QB draw. As you guys know, QB draw, super effective this year. Really good run, and then you mix in that bubble screen on both sides. Not a lot of formations or plays in the game have that, so it's really going to be one of the best blitz beaters that you can find. And one thing that guys are trying to do to stop the QB draw is go with that blitz. So if they do start to blitz you can check it out to this bubble screen. So let's come out in a little zone blitz that we might see or something like that. And you just kind of look for the numbers. So we can honestly throw to either side in this situation. I'm going to throw to that out there. Hope we get that block. We do, and we get a big play about 20 yards just on a little bubble screen. Check down to Randall Cobb. So if they are bringing that blitz, Just get it out there. You see here, we get it to the right side. We have a 3-on-2 because we got 2 blockers on their 2 defenders, and we're able to make a big play happen with our running back. So really just get it out there in some space. Wait for your blocks. Get up the field. It's always going to be positive yardage. You're never really going to lose anything on this unless they're playing extreme coverage and they got a lot of man-to-man out there. So be careful of that. But if you see the numbers like this every time, just get it out there into space to your playmakers and make something happen. And then also you can go down to the QB draw. One of the best runs in the game, as you guys know. Getting that speed at quarterback is beneficial. You can take the draw up the middle. You can also take it to the outsides. There's really a lot of things you can do with it. So as you can see there, we take it up the middle. Trying to get one where we can take it to the outside here. I know QB draw was a little bit more effective at the beginning of the year, but it is still good. We can't really get it to the outside anymore because of the patch, but it can still be effective. So one more time here, mixing in this bubble screen with the QB draw. We're able to take it up the middle, get about 3-4 yards there. And like I said, if you have that elite speed guy like a Kyler Murray or a Lamar Jackson or Michael Vick and Mutt, you're able to take that to the outside for a big play. So just make sure you're mixing in these little 5 wide receiver bubble screens and draws out of the 3 receiver personnel, and you can audible around to all these formations within the playbook. So hope you guys enjoyed this 5 money play scheme out of the Houston Texans offensive playbook. Make sure you guys subscribe here to the channel for the best pro player tips, gameplays, ebooks, and much more. I appreciate all you guys' support, man. We're almost halfway through all our 32 playbooks. It's been a grind, but it's been fun, and I'll see you guys for the next one.